End of story. This is a powerful quote that personally inspires me because it holds so much bravery and determination for everyone that decides to do something. And I believe one way or the other, this quote must have been on the minds of several student entrepreneurs even before they set out to start their own businesses. But is that all it really takes to start a business in school? Or is there more to it? How easy is it to start a business in school? If you're as curious as I am, join me in today's episode of the Startup Journey as I bring you a very seasoned guest who is ready to share everything about how he started his own business. Before I introduce my guest for today, let's take a look at what's on the spotlight. It is always important to give recognition to whom it is due. On the spotlight today, we had two student entrepreneurs and past guests of the Startup Journey being part of the big winners for the just ended maiden event of the KNUST Eminence Awards, which came off on Friday, February 7th, 2020 at the Gardeners Conference Room, KNUST. Hypercity Media Group, represented by Christopher Sam, co-founder and head of IT at Hypercity GH, were awarded the Best Campus Media Group of the Year, and it was really an exciting moment for the group. Kudos to Hypercity GH. The pride you take in your work is truly inspiring. We are totally proud of you and the good work you are doing. Next, we also had Yelarge Kwasi Brainy, a fifth-year Doctor of Pharmacy student and CEO of ViCAN Group GH, dealers in phones, laptops, and accessories, who also swept two big awards. He was crowned Outstanding Student Entrepreneur of the Year and Student CEO of the Year. He was all smiles as he received some recognition for his hard work and determination, and we at GH Students Wallet believe that he totally deserved it. Congratulations, Yelarge. Thank you for setting a great example for all student entrepreneurs. We wish you all the best as you strive to go higher. This has been it for the Spotlight today. Still on the Startup Journey, and I would like to say a very big thank you to the team at GH Students Wallet for the marvelous work that they keep doing, and of course to you for watching previous episodes. Keep supporting the Startup Journey. Let's grow bigger together. Currently, we are at Sunyani, specifically at Mandy's Pizza and More of the STU Abesim Road. And today we'll be talking to a past student of University of Energy and Natural Resources. This person is actually into something that I really love. And I'm sure that if you know me, you may have already started guessing what I'm talking about. Even my Instagram and Twitter accounts easily give me out on that. He is a photographer. Well, yes, I literally love photographers. Everyone knows that. But aside that, he's also a programmer, a teacher, and an evangelist. Cherished viewers, may I introduce to you Mr. Paul Advertise, Director of SPM Sparrow Multimedia, Android Train, and Intest. Hello, Paul.
Hi, Nancy.
You're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So, Paul, everything today is going to be about you and your business, basically.
Okay.
And I hope you're ready to give us all the gist that we are in for. Well, before we delve into your business and everything that goes on in it, I would like to quickly ask you these two questions that I'm sure my cherished viewers will be interested in knowing. Why did you decide to start your own business, and what's your motivation?
Okay, I decided to start my own business because I'm someone that I love problem solving. That is one. And I realized that starting my own business is going to give me that avenue to create that solution to the problems that are already existing. Also, I realized that we in this part of the world, we need more hands, we need more help to help people in our neighbor, people in our community, and you can do so when you establish your business. For example, the case of unemployment, establishing your business can help reduce unemployment in the country, and that is also a big problem you are solving, and is going to have an impact on Ghana and in Africa as a whole.
Thank you very much. That's really impressive. We want to create job opportunities for others as well.
Exactly.
That's really nice. And let's now go into the startup process itself.
Okay.
SPM Multimedia. Let's start with SPM Sparrow Multimedia.
Okay.
How did that start?
Okay, so at a younger age, I really wanted to start a business, but I didn't know how to go about it. I didn't know what to do, so I started praying about it. That okay, like I want God to give me direction on what to do. So that was last year December. Sorry, last 2 years December. That is December 2018, right? I think early December or late November. I was praying usually. Then I heard the voice of God that like it's time. It's time. So I didn't know what it's time meant. I knew it was time for me to establish my business.
Okay.
But I didn't know which business to start with because I had so many business ideas in mind. So I then called on my spiritual directors, which my father is part. I told him, I told my mom, I told others that they should help me in praying towards it. So let's say we were praying towards it, and on the 28th of December, the same year, that was when I heard a voice that get money out of your bank account and start SPM Sparrow Multimedia. So that was how I got started with SPM Sparrow Multimedia. It was the direction and the prompting of the Lord.
So the SPM Multimedia started as SPM Multimedia. You didn't actually start with just photography. You started as a multimedia group.
Okay. What happened was that it started as Sparrow Multimedia. That was the name we had initially, and when we started, it was just photography.
Okay.
So we're looking for a name, and because it was the direction of the Holy Spirit, how Edasakam SPM Sparrow Multimedia got established, we prayed and we are like, okay, we need a name. The name that came was SPM Sparrow Multimedia. At that stage, I didn't understand because at one instance, the message was get a camera and start taking pictures. Now, another instance is saying that I should choose the name SPM Sparrow Multimedia. So I was wondering that where is this vision leading me to? Where am I going? It's because if it was to be just a photography, it could have been SPM photos or Sparrow photos. But now since it is multimedia, meaning it's bigger than that. So let's say that was when we took up that name, like SPM Sparrow Multimedia. We went to
You mentioned that it started with photography. So what are the other additions now?
Okay, additions now, we do videography,
okay,
we do graphic design, we do sales and printing of t-shirts, we do pencil portraits, we do digital.
You do pencil portraits?
Yes, please.
Oh, then I'll come for you guys to draw me.
Okay.
Oh,
no
that's
problem.
Nice. That's
no
nice.
problem with that.
That makes it really digital. Big now.
It's very big. It's very big, and we just added our latest addition, which is SPM Radio. So especially currently, as we are speaking, we have SPM Radio, which users can listen to as we are speaking now. And
about that, I downloaded the app, the radio app, and then I'm like, how many people will actually go online to listen to radio? I mean, when I go online, it will be YouTube, it will be videos. Do people really listen to online radios? I don't know how it
people
works.
really patronize it a lot. People really patronize it a lot. Just let's say in as much as you go online just to watch YouTube videos, and there are also people there that have interest for radio.
Okay.
And so so let's say in this case, I would say to them, your YouTube is their radio.
Okay.
They go online just to listen to the radio and get themselves updated with what is really going on.
So now let's moving away from SPM, Sparrow Multimedia, right? Yeah, let's move on to what's in your shirt. Android Train. Yes.
Okay.
Tell us about Android Train.
Okay. So I would say our second business is Android Train. So it started. That was 2 years ago. Also, I was in a class with a friend Oliver Boama, who is also very good in programming. So we do learn together. So that was where a dialogue came between him and I that, no, this is what we are good at. Here is the case, we are all hungry. Why don't we use our mind to
do something for yourselves?
Do something for ourselves and get something to do.
Okay.
So you know, by then, I think we were in database class, and during that class, we were like, okay, this is what we'll do. Let's sit at the back of the class. Today's database class, we are in the class, but we are not part of the class. Let's do our discussion. So now we went to the back of the class, and we started discussing. Actually, what went on that day in class, we had no idea about it. If the teacher asks, do you understand? What we say was, yes, sir.
But we are discussing something else at the back of the class.
Exactly.
Okay.
And we continue with our discussion. So, you know, that was where an idea came up that let's form a training where we train students in Android development. It's because we realize that Android development is something which the world is moving towards now. But you know, we don't have more hands on board. People feel it's difficult. People feel.
Let me not cut you short.
Yes.
But when you say Android development, what does it actually involve?
Okay.
What goes into it?
Android development, what it means is making of Android mobile application.
Okay.
Making Android mobile applications. All the apps you see on Play Store are all Android apps. So,
okay.
So let's say the process of making them is kind of like Android development.
Android development.
So
okay. Thanks for the clarification.
Okay. So then that was where we agreed. So I think after that class, we waited for an extra 1 hour to discuss and let's say and plan towards it. I am a man of action, so especially, you know, I didn't want that meeting to go in vain. As soon as we started discussing about it, I took out my PC, and that was the first time I used Google Forms, and I created forms online so that others can register. Within 3 days, we had flyers and everything ready, circulating around campus, and you know, people really bought into their idea, including lecturers.
Okay.
They were very happy.
So lecturers also came to be trained.
No, they didn't.
They just like the
come
idea.
To be trained, but I know they were very happy with the kind of initiative that we took. So that was how we did our first Android training, which was a 5 weeks training. And we meet 2 times in a week. That is Friday evening and Saturday evening, 2.5 hours per season. So that's meaning that in a week we meet for 5 hours.
So that was in UNER?
Yes, we did that in UNER. So we did that for 5 weeks, and because we were starting, we didn't charge much, and we were really happy on how students patronize it and the progress we made. And as we are speaking, as a result of that training, we have people that are now well-developed Android developers making something out of that.
Okay, so now let's talk about Intests.
Okay, so Intests also started like the way Android Train started, but with this one, it was with a group of friends with different intentions. Okay, so on campus, we are 6 boys. Okay, and let me say we were, because I'm no more on campus. I've completed. Okay. So we were 6 boys that used to work together. We used to work, we used to talk we used to eat together. We are always together. So we had a prompting that all of us here are unique in one way or another. We have someone who is good in networking. That is what he is good at. He is not good in programming.
Okay.
We have someone who is good in phone repairs, PC repairs. We have someone like myself who is good in programming. We have someone who is also rich in business idea and pitching out for contracts. So now, they were like, why don't we come together and start something? And we spoke, and we had a meeting, and we all agreed that okay, this is a good idea. So the next step we took was to pray about it. So I remember our first meeting was a meeting of prayers. We met and we prayed, and God spoke, and we heard the voice of God that this is something He has approved of, and He even gave us quotations to back our company. And that was when the approval came that we can start. And we then prayed and we asked for a name, and He gave us INTEST, which means International Empowering Standards Technology.
That means you have plans of taking it international.
We have plans.
That's really
nice.
Plans.
And we've been given that authority to take it international. So that was how INTEST started also.
Okay, thank you. We'll go for a short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll delve into some of the struggles you had to face in developing all of this.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome back. So you're still on the startup journey, and you're talking to Paul Agbadi, the director of SPN Sparrow Multimedia and two other business groups. About that, you corrected me when we started that you were the director,
Yes.
not the CEO.
Yes.
So who then is the CEO?
Okay, the CEO is Jesus Christ.
Oh, really?
Yes, He is the CEO. Is because all the inspiration, all the ideas, and everything we've been doing today
Came from
Yes, it came from.
That's the first time I'm actually hearing something like that.
Yes.
Jesus is the CEO of your
Exactly.
company. How won't it succeed?
Why won't it?
Why won't it succeed?
And you know, like most of the times, like He gives me vision on how the company is going to be. What the company is now was something He showed me
Before
last year. I think last year, middle of last year.
Okay,
and
so
now
let's now go.
that's come to fulfillment.
Okay, let's now go into some of the struggles you faced while trying to set up these businesses.
Okay, so I would say every business has its own unique struggle. So I think I will pick it up one by one, then we look at it. So for the business with the SPM Sparrow Multimedia, one struggle that I really had, when starting, financial struggle wasn't that much. Is because I was already working.
Okay.
So I had quite
some amount when you.
Yes.
You were working while I was in school.
I was working while I was in school. I had a job in a company in Accra while I was in school.
Okay, so you were working from home.
Yeah, so I was working from. So let's say I had some quite amount of money to start with. But I say with that one, getting people on board was one of the greatest challenge. It's because here lies the case. You are bringing someone on board and tell the person that the CEO is Jesus, like
people will think you are not serious or something.
Yes, you are not serious. It sounds strange to believe. So especially getting someone to believe in the same vision that you have and trying to move along with you was something that I really struggled with. It took so many prayers to get this current team I have on board. Some came willing to help, but they had other intentions behind it. So, as I say, in that case, we didn't accept it. We didn't accept them. So, I say, getting people that believe in your vision,
that share the same vision.
Yes,
with you.
And to work with you was one greatest challenge, and you can solve that by making those people believe in themselves. That you have what it takes to be in this company. You have what it takes. Don't look down upon yourself. You have so much in you. In as much as you help us grow, we also do our best to help you grow, and that is what we do at SPM Sparrow Multimedia. It is not always about the company. When someone then needs support, we are there to support the person wholeheartedly.
So Paul, do you have any regrets starting your business at this time? Is there anything you would have done differently if you had to start all over?
Actually, I would say no. There's nothing I would have done differently if I was to start over. I believe the right way to start was what I did.
Okay.
And the right foundation to build was what I did. So I would say it will be evident that other people that want to start their business should rather copy these steps.
Okay.
They should rather try and emulate us so that they can also get a good start as we did.
By emulating you mean involve Christ, right?
Yes. Okay. Involving Christ and also taking time to select those that they really want to work with. They shouldn't just select anyone. They select people that believe in the vision and believe in the long-term success of the company. Yeah.
So, Paul, now let's look at your social media handles. How people can actually get to you.
Okay,
when you want to patronize.
Okay, so I'll take it this way, like each business and the social media handle. So with SPM Sparrow Multimedia, our website is spmmultimedia.com, and our Instagram handle is at SPM Multimedia. Our Twitter handle is at SPM Multimedia, and our Facebook handle is at SPM Multimedia SPM. So that is the only odd one among it. And also to our radio is SPM Radio 1.
Okay, SPM Radio. You download it from Google Play Store.
Yes, you can download the radio from Google Play Store. That is the Android users. Can you from Google Play Store? Those with iPhone and let's say PC, they can log on to our website spmmultimedia.com and just click on SPM Radio tab, and you'll be able to listen live able to listen live. Yes. Concerning our Android train social media handle, we are on LinkedIn. Actually, that is where we are mostly active. So you can go to LinkedIn and search for Android train. I'm sure the handles will be made available where users can click on it to follow us. And also to Android train, what we do is that we do organize training for organizations and a group of individuals. So let's say if you want to get in touch with us, at the end of this video, our numbers will be displayed so that you can contact us to organize training session for you also. With Intest, our website is intestinc.com, intestinc.com, and our social media handle is Intest Inc. And we are on LinkedIn also as well. That is where we are mostly active. So now in summary, SPM multimedia.com, that is for Sparrow, SPM Sparrow and Multimedia, AndroidTrain.com, that is for Android Train, and IntestInc.com, that is for Intest. So thank you.
So do you have any final words for people that want to be like you? I know you've said bits and pieces throughout the video, but what are your final words to viewers and people that want to start their own businesses?
Okay, so me, this is what I would say. Starting business is a good idea. It helps create employment of opportunity. It helps makes you financially stable. But you need to believe in yourself. You're the one starting your business. That this is something I really want to do. Starting a business is not easy. There are struggles, there are highs, there are low. At times I even cry in my room. I cry because things are not going well as it ought to. Do you have that courage to continue? If you, the leader, don't see vision in your business, how then
will the others be able to do it?
Yes. How then will the others be able to do that? And to end it, or I would say, commit everything to God in prayer, and you see your business flourishing.
Thank you very much. I'm so touched by your final words.
You're welcome.
And thank you very much. And I believe our cherished viewers have been inspired by your words. And Paul, in summary, Paul says that before you even start your own business, you should be able to involve Christ right from the start. Involve Christ and then believe in it. If you don't believe in it, there's no way other people will come and believe in it for you. So when you do these two things, then he's guaranteeing you that you will be successful in your business. By the way, if you're loving my hair, this hair was actually done by a student. She's called Leolina, and you can contact her on Instagram at leoglitz. You can also contact her on 050-799-5051. She does painless braids, very affordable, and she's really good at what she does. Before we go, Mr. Paul Agbadi has a presentation to make.
Okay, so as a way of saying thank you and for having us a show, we want to present to you one of our t-shirts. This is a t-shirt, it's Android Train.
Wow.
Yeah, so we want to present it to you to say thank you for having us.
Oh, this is the first of this in this kind. Thank you very much.
Okay, so welcome.
Photograph, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
it's
welcome.
A beautiful shirt, and we'll wear it wherever we go.
Okay,
so that they can also patronize Android Train.
Okay,
thank you very much. This has been the Startup Journey brought to you by GH Student Wallet.